Let's take a look at different types of crochet hooks. There's no right or wrong about what type of a hook you should be using, but there are differences between the different types. It's good to be aware of those differences when you are buying new hooks, or if you are buying your very first crochet hook. I'm Tuula, and I have been crocheting since I was 5 years old. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do that there now. The first thing I always look at when I'm buying a new hook is the type of hook it has. And if we are looking at these two sets, this here one and this here one are so-called inline hooks. They are sharper and the hole in the hook goes further in. This one and that one are much more rounded. These rounded ones are called tapered hooks. And when you are taking yarn, it doesn't go as deep into the hook. One is not better than the other, they are just different. Some people would say that the inline hook would be better for when you're starting crochet. I personally don't find that because they are normally sharper here and can split the yarn. And it may be harder to get the yarn with the deeper hook. But then from the other hand, it's easier in that the yarn stays in it. With these here, rounder ones, the yarn can slip off. So the ideal would be to try both kinds of the same size. You will see that most of my hooks are this kind. I definitely prefer it. But I can crochet with these ones as well. Then let's look at the materials hooks can be made of. These here are plastic coated metal. This was the most common kind for a long time, and even now these are the sort that here where I live in Finland you can get them in every supermarket. While I would not use knitting needles that are made with this here stuff, I do like these, so I still use them. Not all the time, but I find them quite good. Bamboo is one of my favorite materials. The smaller ones normally are always inline type of hooks. It must be that bamboo is too difficult to make so rounded in the smaller sizes. For making this video I actually couldn't find my best hooks, but they are tapered, rounded type of bamboo hooks. Bamboo as a material is great because it's so light. Wood is great too. I don't actually know what you call this here wood, but it's solid wood and this type has many colors. Now these both are double-ended. The bigger one has the same size of a hook at both ends, but the smaller one has 0.5 millimeter less at the other end. These kinds of hooks can both be used for ordinary crochet so that you only use one end, or Tunisian crochet in the round where you have to have a double-ended hook. If you have watched many of my videos, you will have noticed that I use these aluminium hooks a lot. The reason I actually use them in my videos is that they are brightly colored and I just like to add that color. But they are also good apart from that, because they are very light, lightweight and nice shape to the hand. By the way, I have links to many of these hooks in the video description. There is one type of a hook that I would not use, and these are those. These are solid metal and I find them hard for my hands, as well as there's some sort of a coating in these often that if it's at all a warm weather that they sweat your hands a lot. But not necessarily everybody, of course, shares my view on that. An exception to not using the metal are these tiny hooks that are for thread crochet. I have quite a collection of these, and this type really is the only kind of a hook that can work with very fine thread. Some of them actually have this top to make sure that the hook doesn't break, so it's like a cover. Many people like ergonomic hooks. They have various kinds of handles in them. I like this here one, also linking to that in the description. It's fairly soft and a very nice shape when you hold it. This here one is good too, but not quite as good. You can also get these so that this is almost like jelly, but I haven't tried those ones yet. Now what I would not use are those sort of very decorated crochet hooks that have some sort of a decorated thing made over an ordinary hook in here. For me that makes crocheting very difficult. But again, some people may love those. When you crochet chunky t-shirt yarn, like to make a rug or a basket, then it's good to have a very solid hook. This one is metal, but because it has some sort of a coating, it feels nice to your hand. This one is size 12 millimeter, so it's very big. And for heavy crochet it needs to be something that doesn't break, because you may have to pull it quite hard at times. The last set I'm showing you are these brightly colored, sort of shiny, because they actually bend. I don't feel very secure when using these, so occasionally I have used them for a video. There are also different types of novelty hooks, like for instance ones that have a light on them, so you could also try those. I haven't yet. There is certainly no shortage of crochet hooks that are available. So just go and try different types, and that way you will find what is best just for you. And again, go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, so that you won't miss my next videos. Bye!